I woke up one night to the sound of my mother laughing. It wasn't normal. It was low, cold, like something inside her was enjoying pain. I froze. The whole house was dark, but I could see her shadow moving across the walls. She was smiling in a way that made my stomach turn. I grew up in a small village called Ogudu. People in the town whispered about my mother. They said she could talk to spirits, that she knew dark things. At first, I didn't believe them. But when I got older, I started seeing things that could not be explained. My mother was very strict, but it wasn't normal strictness. It was something darker. If we laughed too loudly, she would glare at us until we stopped. She never smiled with us. At night, she would sit outside, hidden in the dark, whispering in a language I didn't know. Sometimes, I heard scratching on the walls or footsteps when no one was there. When I was 13, the worst thing happened. I woke up around 2 a.m. because I heard soft crying. My little sister, only 5 years old, was in her room, but she was not just crying. She was screaming in her sleep. I ran to her door and froze. My mother was standing there, holding a small bowl with water and some herbs. Her eyes were wide, and her smile, it was not a mother's smile. It was cruel. She whispered words I didn't understand and moved her hands in strange patterns over my sister. I could feel the heat, like something heavy and dark was in the room. My sister screamed and twisted, but my mother did not stop. I wanted to shout, but I couldn't. My legs would not move. For a moment, I thought she had killed her. The next morning, my sister was fine. She did not remember anything. But she changed. She became quiet, afraid, and never laughed like before. I knew my mother had done something terrible that night. Something I would never forget. It didn't stop there. My mother's cruelty was always hidden in small ways, but I saw it more and more. She would take our money, eat our food without asking, and sometimes hit us, but it was never just anger. She seemed to enjoy our fear. I remember one night she locked me in a small dark room for hours. When I screamed, she laughed from the other side of the door. The neighbors said they sometimes heard strange noises coming from our house, animals dying, doors opening by themselves, and even sudden fires, but everyone was too afraid to speak. One day, I found something that terrified me more than anything. I saw a small wooden figure hidden under her bed, wrapped in cloth, with pins stuck in it. I knew at once it was meant to hurt someone, maybe me, maybe my sister. I wanted to throw it away, but the fear in me was so strong, I couldn't move. She noticed me staring at it and smiled at me again, the same cruel smile. I ran out of the room and hid in the kitchen until she went to sleep. By the time I was 16, I could not take it anymore. Every night, I felt her standing in the corner of my room, whispering to the dark, chanting words I could not understand. I could see the way she watched us, always planning, always waiting. One night, I packed my things quietly and ran away. I never said goodbye. I went to the city and never returned. Even now, years later, I still dream of her. I hear her laughing in the dark. I feel her watching me, smiling in the same cruel way she did when I was a child. Sometimes, I wonder if she is still in the village, still doing the same things to others, waiting for her next victim. And I know one thing, some mothers are not meant to protect, you just hope you survive.